Today I figured I was going to do something stupid. So basically, I started to create a key system. We've had legacy keys for quite some time, and the legacy keys were always intended for more than what they were used for. So everything was set up. Ideally, everything was kind of, everything had a purpose. Everything was part of a plan, but functionally, it was hard to put that into practice. So today and yesterday, I have been creating something that, again, just escalated into many more things than what I anticipated, because I figured out a way to have a key, a pass, like a ticket that follows a user dynamically. So it updates depending on actions and movements and progress and visited places and scans and purchases and whole bunch of things. Think of it as a loyalty card. Buy 6 pizzas, or buy 5 pizzas and you get the 6th one for free. Or the 5th coffee is on us, whatever have you. It's kind of the same thing, but I wanted this to be frictionless. I wanted it to follow the person. I wanted it to be personal. I wanted it to be automagic. I wanted it to be phygital. So it's a physically digital bridge between realms. Meaning that I can sit by a fire, people can come in, and I can just scan or tap their phone. If they have the key, if they have the pass, that's it. It does everything automatically. I love saying that word. I will continue to do so. Maybe I'm going to start something. Auto-magically. But it's turning out okay. Yesterday I was sitting for, I don't know when I started, but it took a few hours because I had never been in this test before. I had never tried what I was trying to do. So I had to learn. I had to toss some spaghetti on the wall. I had to see if it stuck, and some of it did. So then today, after my business partner left after the store closed because it's Saturday, and we changed the store opening hours from every day apart from Sunday to only Saturday from 12 to 5. And at 5:30, I said, all right, let's just scrap it all. Let's use what we have figured out so far in a consistent, comprehensive summary of what we have done and what we have learned, and then put that into a fresh project and then go for it. It's currently 8:38 p.m. and I'm stuck. Although I do feel like there is more organization now. There is more of a structured overview. There is more of a clarity to what we're doing. And it dawns on me that we are using AI in ways that not a lot of the people around me are using it. So I don't have people that I can go for sparring sessions. I can't ask people around me currently what I should do in certain situations. Because honestly, I didn't know that I was going to sit here and program the fuck out of these things. I did not know that I was going to sit here and look like I was fucking Mouse from the Matrix. Or is it Dozer? I think it's Dozer. That frickin' genius sitting by the computers and just... Because it looks like a frickin'... It looks like Matrix. It looks like the HQ of Nebuchadnezzar around me. God damn, a lot of Matrix terminology just coming through here today, but I didn't know that I was going to sit here and program. I didn't know that I was going to do these things. And I was talking to my business partner about these things. And he got lit up because, if you see potential, if you are able to see opportunities from what you have, then you are also in the position to smell money, to smell value, to see that this is something that can be applied to any and everything that we have going on right now, and also being able to kind of outsource or to service this to other people. We can go to a business and say that, do you have one of those fucking stamp on paper type loyalty systems that just require a whole ton of fucking things? People lose them all the time, and then it rains, and then you have this whole fog, this you know what I'm talking about? This mush in your wallet. Don't you want to enter the now? The future is now. So here's the thing. That's kind of it. I want the thing to speak for itself. That has been my problem all along. I'm trying to create something that speaks for itself, but people hear through filters. So I should stop doing that. Yeah, I just wanted to give a little update because I'm currently in the midst. I'm trying to make this work, and when it does, I don't know, it's probably on to the next. Because I've been working non-stop for a long fucking time. I realize that is that's what I do. I'm really good at creating things. I'm really good at sitting for 18 hours straight if need be to finish something. I'm very good at having an idea, implementing that idea, and within the hour or the next 24 hours, there should be a working prototype that I could just show. This has become a curse as well, because I do realize some people or some things are not meant to be created overnight. Sometimes you need to have it evolve over time. I can't do that. Many reasons to that. I have a lot of things that I have to do now because time is of the essence. And it's not just because I feel an urgency, because it's because I have lost people. Like, there are many people that has died. And I think that's trauma, because I've had people that I've worked close with, and they have died because of many reasons, but sometimes either the fucking jab, or this is a theory though, because, you know, even though we have all the evidence that counts towards that being the purpose or that being the reason, one still should not talk about such conspiratorial things. But it's either that or people have come in with a problem and they have been, you know, forced to seek help. And because of capacity reasons, people couldn't get that presence and that guidance and all the things that they needed in that situation at that moment they came in. So we worked together a little bit until they tried to find their solution in the medical health or the mental health systems and stuff, and they died because they were diagnosed and medicated. Or people have just figured, you know what, fuck this world, meh. And then I'm talking to people who are fucking joking about the fragility of life and the sacredness of it all. Talking about things like, it doesn't matter. I don't have, what's the point? Blah, 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 blah. Like, they don't have a purpose. And I know what that can lead to because I have so many deaths that I can look back towards, and that creates the urgency again. I have many people who are in the community who shouldn't have been, if that makes sense. People who have reached out at the point where they had to, or where it was either that or the other option, and then they survived. But then I feel a responsibility towards those as well. It's impossible for me to explain what it feels like, because most of the times in this life and this reality, you kind of need the experience to be able to understand what something feels like. Sure, you can conceptualize, maybe you can kind of emphasize with a certain situation. Like, if you had broken your leg, I could emphasize or sympathize. I could think, that sucks. I feel ya, but really I don't. I have never broken a leg. I don't know what that feels like. So until people have had people close in their life, and I'm not talking about just like a family member passing, I'm talking about people you have worked actively with over a long time on a specific thing, and the pressure became too much for them, and they couldn't take it, and they're not here anymore. People can say it's not on you. It's not something that you should take responsibility of. It's not something that you should be taken down by. Sure. Words, good. But the actual experience and the feelings and the knowledge, it makes it hard. So I have this urgency. I have this responsibility in myself, because I also know that during this year, there has been times where I figured, is it worth it? Because my life crumbled. Everything I knew fell to shit. I was without a roof. I was without a car. I was without a family. I was without brothers, fathers, mothers, and partners. Everything went to shit. The only thing that I had was kind of my kids at some point. Doesn't matter what people might say, like, well, we were always there. Yeah, well, in the silence, you don't know. So I was in a certain situation, and I was just working to get myself out of that situation. While I was doing that, though, I changed realities. I've had this conversation a few times this last week, and it has offered me perspective that I am beyond grateful to have, because my business partner has known me for 25 years. He knows. He knows where I was before things went to shit in my life. He knows what happened after. He also knows what I've done, where I am, what happened in between. That's why we are where we are. Because one person saw the actual journey, the progression. You have people coming in and know you for a few months and think that they know you. And then you have people coming in and they know you for a little longer, and then they say, like, the more I know about you, the more I realize I don't know you. Because I'm more than what you see on the surface. Which is kind of, purposeful. But my point is, there has been times where it was close calls. Also have been faced with, health issues that almost killed me if I hadn't gotten help at the time that I did get help. And I have been in situations where, when you're held at gunpoint, or if you're in a situation that is very dangerous, you don't know if you're going to step out of that situation. It's very hard to explain this to some people who have not been in such a situation. Because in Norway, we have it pretty fucking clean. We have a pretty good life. The majority of people in Norway have never experienced a really bad situation. And I feel like the last few years have been all of the bad situations, but also the good ones, which has given me depth, experience, resilience, discipline, focus, urgency, and all the fucking things. And that's why I'm sitting here trying to create what I'm creating, to make it simple, to make it as fucking stupid simple as possible, because I've also seen that people today are fucking lazy. They want something, but they don't want the work that comes between you having it and you not having it, Which is fucking interesting. It is very fascinating to behold. Thank you for listening to my words. I will now go back to work. I needed to just vent. See you on the other side again, I guess.